What's up, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be going over how to join your friends in Onward. In this video, we're going to cover how to join a very specific lobby. Um, and so yeah, let's just get right into it. These are all the options here. So the only one you care about for joining a friend is the server browser. It doesn't matter what you have selected here because it's not going to affect it at all. So now all you have to do is click this join server ID here. Now this is if your friend is already in the lobby. I'm gonna go over setting up the lobby and finding the code after this, so just stick with me. We're gonna go through it all. So here we have the join server. Now you click that right there, the join server, and this pops up right here. And then your friend is gonna have like a 5-digit code that's numbers and letters. Might be something like this. I don't know if it's 5 or 6, but either way, they're going to tell you the code, and you're going to have to type it in there, press enter, and then it will take you to the game on here. Now, because that's a made-up code, there's nothing here. But normally you would have it'll show right there, and then you would just go over here and press join. So, again, type in your code, press enter, and then it would be right there. And all you need to do, because it's already selected, is just press the join server button like that, and it'll show this you're joining the game. Now if it's a private lobby, it'll prompt you to type in a password, a 4-digit number code. You're going to need to know those numbers from whoever you're trying to join, or else you won't be able to get in. You would see the 4 numbers there, and then you just press join down there and it would take you in. This is the main screen. If you want to create a lobby, you click multiplayer, and then from there you click create server. So here we have all the options to create something. My favorite is uplink. So we're going to create an uplink. Then from here you pick a map. Now up at the top you can see all maps, original maps, custom maps. So like here's an example of some of the custom maps: Backrooms, Dustward from CSGO. Here's Terminal from Call of Duty, Nuketown Call of Duty if you like that. Uh, and some of these are more competitive maps. It'll only show what you download. If you would like to look at all of the maps total, you would need to go into the workshop here and actually download the ones that you want. So you see that I've only selected some of them. I don't have all of them. So back to the create. So you're in the create. You're in the create screen here. Let's go with shipyard. So now there's a lot of stuff here. This is a lot to look at. If you want to make a public lobby for anyone to join, you would just hit create server right there. If you want to make a private lobby, you would come over here, private. I'm going to set a code 1850. Now, once you've done private, because when you're in public, you don't have the option to change a lot of these. So you go to private 1A50. That's going to be my password, and you need to remember that so that other people can join, because you're going to have to tell your friends that number right there. And if you want to change any of the settings here, you can switch it to competitive. VR spectating is like the goggles, so you can go in the game and watch people. You can turn on casters if you're trying to have someone on a computer stream the thing from like a third. It's like they're flying around in a drone filming you. Most of the time people are not going to be using that. Player timeouts, you're not really going to need that unless you're playing competitive, so don't worry about that. The timeout length, don't worry. Down here you can alter the rounds, so you could set it so that it's first to 7, it's first to 3, first to 4, and then so if you were to set it to first to 6, for example, that means max round would be 11 there. Yeah, because the highest you could go would be one team has 5 wins, the other team has 6 wins, and the game ends, and that total would be 11 maximum rounds. So normally just do 8. I would just do 8. You might even, if you set it up, for example, to 6, you might even want to do 12 just in case. But there's no reason to go any higher than 2 times what this is. So if you do 3, then the max would be 6. If you do 2, the max would be 4. Okay, so that should make sense. You can also adjust the round length here. Okay, so I guess the maximum round length is 20 minutes, which I did not know. It used to be 6 minutes. So they've actually adjusted that very recently in one of these updates here. Normally a round will be 5 minutes. That's about the average. Competitive players do about 6 minutes, so they can play a little slower. Infrared strobes, that's when you're wearing night vision. If it's a night map, all your teammates will have a light that's flashing on the top of their head. User maps, that's enabled, so that's like if I have a custom map and someone else does not have a custom map, they'll have the option to download it while we're in the lobby without having to go into the workshop. User map pool, workshop. Workshop just allows those customs to pop up. Host is just only the maps that the host owns, and lobby is all the maps that the lobby owns. So if anyone in the lobby has a certain map, then there's a chance it'll show. It'll only show up to 6 maps at a time, so it's kind of luck based. Like it'll randomly select your options to vote on, but the lobby one will allow a lot more. I prefer to just keep this on workshop. So now that we have everything set up, I'm just gonna revert everything back to the defaults real quick, and we're gonna hit create server here. And as you can see, the game is creating right now. So sometimes if you're on quest 2, it takes some time. It should be instant with quest 3. I just ate a ton of chicken wings and stuff, but for you guys, it seemed like no time passed because of video editing. But anyways, so once you're in the lobby, as you can see right here, if it's a private lobby, this is where you'll find the password to tell your friends. Here's the server ID right here. So the server ID, you're gonna need to tell that to your friend. They'll type it into that join server ID page, and then as soon as they press join, they'll see the screen pop up with the password like I said, and they'll have to type this in right here. And then they should be joining in as soon as they press join game button. So that's about it for joining your friends. This should work on any game mode as long as you're not in single player. Just make sure your friend is actually doing like a multiplayer game. And if it's private, it'll still work. You just got to know the code. If it's not private, you won't need the code. You just need the server ID there. So that should be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more tutorials or VR gameplay.